Hello, my name is Steve, and welcome to this special edition of Unboxing the Boxes, the Star Wars collection. Why is this a special edition? Well, because with this video, I mark my 100th subscriber to the channel. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all, especially those of you who have subscribed to this channel, and to those of you who have watched the videos and maybe haven't subscribed yet. I really do appreciate you all. As I've stated in the past, you are the reasons I keep making these episodes. And I really enjoy reading your comments and enjoy responding to them, so keep them coming. Now, to keep this video a little bit special, seeing that we are celebrating 100 subscribers to Unboxing the Boxes, the Star Wars collection, I thought I would share a little bit about my first exposure to a little science fiction movie that was coming out in the summer of 1977. This movie was called Star Wars. And the very first thing I ever saw about this movie came in a magazine back then that my 16-year-old self loved, and that was the Starlog magazine. This was the magazine at that time to read about upcoming movies, upcoming TV shows, and even books that were coming out. If you like science fiction, Starlog was the magazine for you. Anyway, in this edition, number 6, this is only number 6, this is the June version of the magazine. Came out in May of 1977. As you can see on the front here, there really isn't much about Star Wars except this little blurb up here that mentioned about this movie coming out. I didn't even pay attention to that when I bought the magazine. There were other things in here I wanted. But inside the magazine, on page 9, there was a one-page article along with a couple of pre-production pictures that talked about this little movie coming out called Star Wars. And what did it say? It said, Star Wars, scheduled for release this June, is a massive, sprawling spectacle of galactic repression, rebellion, and intrigue, featuring robot, human, and alien heroes, a captured princess, larger-than-life villains, and an ancient, mysterious technique for working one's will, known simply as the Power. There are also more spaceships of different designs and functions than have ever appeared before in one film, including a planet-sized battle machine aptly named the Death Star. Now, like I said, that's about all that was written, except they did have a little description on each of the photos. Of course, these photos are very famous today to Star Wars fans. And what it said about the top one here is, the scene depicted here is of an imminent confrontation between the forces of rebellion and those of repression. On the left are the young farmer turned galactic hero Luke Skywalker and some of his fellow rebels. The barbarous-looking alien giant is called a Wookiee. The deadly weapon being held by one of the rebels is a light sword or laser saber. The group is about to confront a squad of robot guards, also equipped for close fighting. Just goes to show you, even before the movie came out, they weren't quite getting things right yet in the promotional material. You could tell things were still changing as these were being written. But yeah, that was my very first exposure to this little movie called Star Wars. And to tell the truth, and I hate to admit it, this did not really excite me a whole lot. I thought, well, it looks like it might be an okay movie. I might have to go see it. I don't know if my 16-year-old self at the time thought that this was going to be a cartoon because of the production paintings. After all, this is all we had. This is all I had ever seen about it. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be live action or what it was. So I saw this and thought, it might be okay. I might go see it when it comes out. In the very next issue, issue number 7, things changed. Suddenly Star Wars is on the front cover. And in addition to that, it had a 11-page article about creating the space fantasy universe of Star Wars. This started to get me exciting because now I could see that this was a live action movie, not a cartoon, and that this thing was going to take us to places we had not seen in movies before. Like I said, this was a very nice article, very well written, and as you can see, the photos that were used in here are pretty much the iconic photos that we know to this day. So that, between these two magazines, they kind of got my interest going in this little movie called Star Wars that was coming out. I did not get to see it right away when it came out because I live in rural Minnesota. We didn't have a whole lot of theaters back then. And besides, Star Wars didn't get a wide release that movies today get. In fact, if I remember correctly, Star Wars maybe only came out in somewhere between 200 and 250 theaters that first month. So we had to wait a while for it to come to this neighborhood. In fact, when it finally did get around here, it was probably in the fall of 1977, and I had to drive 30 miles to go see the movie. And whoa, was I blown away. And once I saw that movie, this all started. The collecting began. Of course, 1977 wasn't a good year for collecting because there wasn't much out yet. But the following year, things began, and the collection has grown ever since. So there you have it. My first exposure to a little movie called Star Wars. Why don't you leave a comment below and let me know what your first exposure to this movie was? Was it just that you saw it for the first time in the theater? Or was it something you saw in the newspaper, maybe a magazine, maybe something on TV? Let me know. Leave a comment. And also, if you enjoyed this video, like it. Like I say, I do appreciate those. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. It'd be neat to see how fast we can get up to 200 subscribers now that we've reached the 100 subscriber mark. So, until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep on collecting!